My friends and I have been playing video games together for the last 20 years. We played quite a few games over 2022, and we thought we'd share our favorite multiplayer games from the year. The last one on this list was the one we put half a year into, so stick around to hear about it. And in no particular order, let's get started. Number 5, New World. This game released in late September 2021, and my friends and I played it to death for a few months. But, like 90% of the player base, we all stopped playing around January 2022 and didn't come back. Well, October 18th, 2022 was a huge update for the game. It was called Brimstone Sands, and that brought a large chunk of the player base back, including us. We all started new characters, ran through the updated story, got a bunch of the endgame completed, and had a great time questing together. New World is an MMORPG with an amazing crafting and looting system, fun action combat, and a beautiful world. For the solo player, New World is great. New World is significantly better when you get a group of friends together or jump into a company. You can quest together, battle together, trade with each other to boost crafting skills, play music together, and so much more. One of my favorite things in New World is proximity chat, which allows for crazy interactions with other players and create your own humor and stories. And as I've already brought up, the crafting system with the whole world available for you to loot, you'll never run out of things to gather and craft. It takes a lot to max out your crafting skills, but it's so rewarding when you hit those crafting milestones, especially when you can share the spoils with your friends. Oh, and before I get to number 4, if you see a game on this list that you think is an amazing multiplayer game, would you hit the like button? Liking this video lets us know that we picked good games, and it puts the video in front of more people to watch and find cool multiplayer games to play together with their friends. Thanks so much. Number 4, Risk of Rain 2. This is such an interesting game. It's a sequel to Risk of Rain 1, but really it's the same game put into 3 dimensions. And it's so well done. Risk of Rain is a roguelike third-person shooter that has literally endless time to put into it. The basic loop of the game is to go through 5 stages collecting loot and fighting monsters that keep growing stronger as you spend time in the stages. After 5 stages, you fight the boss of the game, then retreat to an escape ship to win the game. And after doing that a few times, you realize that you can hit one button on the 5th stage and skip the boss, and instead return to the 1st stage. Except the 1st stage is harder than the 5th stage that you just completed, and you need to go through 5 more stages before you can fight the boss. And at that point, you can choose to keep looping again if you want. And literally, for as long as you can survive, you can keep playing. It's truly fun to see how fast you can get through the game, or see how long you can go before inevitable death or you beat the boss. Risk of Rain 2 gets crazy good when you get to play with others. The game lets you play with 3 others in its regular form, but with a mod, you can add way more. We're considering doing a run with around 10 players. If you want to see that, let us know in the comments. The game scales with how many players are in the game by making enemies tougher and increasing how much gold you need to open chests to get your items. This is a bit of a hurdle right at the start of the round, but as you continue, you'll be swimming in gold, gunning down hundreds of enemies with your buddies, and insta-killing mini-bosses, and man, it just gets crazy so quickly, and you feel so overpowered. One of my friends even plays this game in VR using a mod, and he claims it's the best VR game on the market, and it's not even a VR game. If you're a fan of VR, give it a shot. It's a super underpriced game, and fantastic for you and your group. Number 3, League of Legends Aram. Now, everybody knows what League of Legends is at this point. Maybe they haven't played it, but they probably know the names of some of the champions, or they maybe have seen the TV show that came out earlier this year. My group of friends and I played a ton of League back in the day. We ended up taking a long break from it because of the toxic community, the hard sessions we had together trying to be better than we actually were, and fatigue of just playing the same game over and over again. But lately we've picked the game up more and specifically been playing Aram, or All Random, All Mid. Aram is a mode where you get a random champion and play in a single lane with the same goal as regular League: trounce your opponents with outplays and big damage. No. In all seriousness though, Aram gives you a random champion with the opportunity to use a couple rerolls to get a champion you'd rather play. For your group of friends, you can also trade champions around with each other to get the players with the champions they want to play from the pool of champions that have been rolled. In the end, your team will be a little bit more assembled than before, and then you jump into a 1-lane map to crush a couple turrets, the enemy champions in your way, and eventually destroy the enemy team's nexus for the win. As toxic as the League community truly is, turning off chat and just laughing with your buddies on Discord is a way more enjoyable experience. Most players are playing Aram to catch a breather or playing a less serious mode anyways, so it's pretty chill. That doesn't mean the competition is any lower, but you're always playing with your team of 5 instead of getting solo killed by a player smurfing and ranked. League has been a staple in the gaming community for its competitiveness and outplay montages, but don't think you have to play ranked or solo in order to get into this game. We enjoy League literally for Aram, and that's it for this last year. And it's been a great way to get games in with friends around something we already know, and we don't have to relearn or devote a bunch of time into perfecting our phases of the game. Number 2, the Hunt Showdown. The classic cowboy shootout in the middle of an 1890s zombie apocalypse. Yes, that's right. The Hunt Showdown is a player versus environment extraction shooter where you and up to 2 bounty hunter friends are thrown into a 12-player arena. The goal is to kill an otherworldly monster, banish it from this plane of existence, and escape the Louisiana Bayou with a token of your kill. The struggle comes in when every other hunter is trying to do the same thing, and if you have the bounty token, they won't hesitate to kill you to get it. The tense experience of this game is elevated by a wider range of satisfying weaponry. Your choice of weapons are similar to anything you might find in a western: pistols, rifles, and sticks of dynamite. The gunplay is satisfyingly accurate. Weapons fire slowly, and reloading takes valuable time. This imitates the time period that the game takes place in, and every gun is an imitation of an actual historical weapon. The tense tactical firefights are elevated when playing with friends. The game is slower than most FPS titles, which gives your team lots of opportunities for planning approaches and chatting about tactics. If you like thoughtful shooters, dark themes, satisfying gunplay, cowboys, man, the Hunt Showdown is for you. Number 1, Deep Rock Galactic. What a gem of a game. Deep Rock Galactic is a first-person shooter, space dwarves killing space bugs, mining gold and precious resources game, and it's fit for the challenge you want the game to be. Do you want to chill around? Just turn the difficulty down for a few missions and take it easy. Do you want to have your butt cheeks clenched every second of the round and push your limits, resources, and teamwork? Then crank the difficulty back up and you'll be rewarded for your progress. Deep Rock has a great way of letting you feel like you're contributing to your primary and secondary goals in each round in big ways through its different classes, the variety of weapons to choose from, and the loadouts and customizations for each of those weapons. There's a whole bunch of ways to play each class, and you earn more ways to customize as you keep progressing through the game. The developers of Deep Rock Galactic, Ghost Ship Games, are super kind to their player base by having a free battle pass with rewards that are never time sensitive, as well as earnable everything in the game, besides a few cosmetics that you can purchase from the shop. They foster an amazing community of players that are a complete 180 of the community of many video games out there. The people who play are helpful, fun, and have a great time playing the game, which makes it easy to play solo with a random group of people. Now, we would highly advise finding a friend to play this game together with, purely for the fun and hilarious moments that you'll have playing. It's truly a game where you'll see your teamwork shine, and it's super fun. My group of friends and I have played this for 6 months this year, and we would have played more had we discovered it earlier in the summer. We've actually made a bunch of videos around this game on this channel. I'll put a link to a playlist at the end of this video for you to check out, and you can see the hilarity that we had. And that's our top 5 multiplayer games that we played in 2022. We hope this list will help you find an awesome new game to play together with your friends or online community. If you played any of these games or have suggestions for games we should try in 2023, would you leave a comment and let us know what that game is? We're always looking for new things to try, and heck, we'd love to bump into you in a game and hang out sometime. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.